Welcome to Gayatri Yoga, my friends. We'll begin today's class from a seated position. Lower down to your hips and cross your legs, finding your easy pose, or maybe diamond-shaped legs moving your feet slightly forward, maybe elevating the hips, bringing them on top of the block or a couple of blankets. And take a moment to close your eyes and begin connecting to your body, observing how you feel at the beginning of the practice. Allowing yourself to let go anything that doesn't serve you, any unnecessary thoughts, any worries. And with each and every exhale, allowing the tension in your body from the stressful thoughts to leave the body to melt as you exhale. You can visualize all the tension leave your body through the tailbone, through the sit bones, down to the earth. Beginning to focus on your breath, observing your inhales and exhales. Softening through the chest, through the shoulders, your face, your jaw, your lips. Observing your chest rise as you gently inhale and soften as you exhale. Allowing the belly to expand as you inhale and soften as you exhale. Take a moment to bring the palms to the heart center and take a moment to set the intention for your practice. What do you expect from your yoga today? What is bringing you to your mat? And during the practice, remembering to listen to the body, listen to the sensations, to the signals. Try not to compete with me or anybody else. Focus not on the end range of motion, trying to reach somewhere, reach the perfect expression of the pose that you imagine, but find the sensations that make you feel good. Allow you to release the tension stored in the body. And at any time, you can always modify, take a pause, take a break. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head up and lift the arms up through the sides. And as you lift the arms, try to move them independently of the chest. Very often we help with our shoulders and the rib cage to lift, and we want to see how our arms feel when we move them independently and how high we can lift and how comfortable it is. And if you have any strange sensations, maybe some tingling in your arms, just observe where it is. Is it the front of the arms or the back of the arms? Maybe both sides. How far it goes, maybe it goes just towards the elbows or maybe through the forearm to the wrist. You can close your eyes and focus on the sensations. And then you can move through the front, up, see how far back you can go, and then through the sides. And now you can create fists and move the fists in a circular motion, observing how you feel in your forearms. Maybe you feel the sensations at the top of your palms. Then add in your forearm movement, waking up your elbow joint. And then add in shoulder movement. Reversing the direction. And keep connecting to your breath, connecting to your inhales and exhales. Inhale and exhale through the nose. And now extend your arms through the sides, flex the palms and spread the fingers. Reach the fingers into opposite directions and try to feel the stretch here at the base, the area between the fingers, and push the palms to opposite directions. Lift through the heart. Observe how easy it is to sit up tall. And now add gentle circles to the front. And keep flexing the palm. Observe the sensations and reverse the movement. And you can widen your circles, make it larger, and observe if it changes any sensations. And maybe if you push the palms a little farther back, maybe you'll get a little more sensations in the arms. Again, if you wish, you can rotate to the front through larger circles, and then slowly lift the arms up and bend the elbows. Grab opposite elbows or the upper arms and push the upper arms, the elbows, into opposite directions as you lift through the heart. And slowly begin reaching your forearms to the front and gently tucking the chin, stretching through the back of your neck, rounding your back, and reach the forearms to the front and the upper arms into opposite directions. Feel more space between the shoulder blades. And then slowly leading with the forearms, reaching them to the front, slowly begin rising up, lengthening through the chest. And now reaching your forearms back and push through the elbows into opposite directions. And then again, a couple of times, you can close your eyes and move at your own pace and connecting to the sensations, observing how it feels in your back line. And then slowly rising up, trying to keep your shoulders away from your ears. Slowly going up, try to thread the head between the upper arms, reach the arms back, and now see if you can start the movement with your head first and reaching your arms back. You start rolling down. Keep pushing the forearms into opposite directions, and then your arms are following you. And now slowly you can reach the forearms towards the belly. Keep pulling the arms into opposite directions as you start lifting through the heart. And take a moment to pause and then release the hold on the arms and shake your arms. Bring your left palm on top of the right knee, right palm right behind you. Inhale, lengthen, and you can press the palm into the knee as you reach through the crown of the head up, rooting through both sit bones, and exhale, twist. You can soften, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. And you can do a couple of times like this, softening and then twisting and just observing how it feels. Inhale and exhale, slowly release and twist to the opposite side. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Inhale and exhale, soften. Inhale and exhale, twist. Playing with your twist, observing how it feels. As if you're drying out the tissue as you twist, and then exhale, hydrating while you're releasing, and again squeezing, drying out, and hydrating back and forth. Inhale and exhale, slowly release, and now bring the palms to the front of you, and little by little see if you can fold down and observe how you feel in your outer hips, in your lower back. Soften through the head, through the back line of the body, through the outer thighs. And sometimes it feels good to do little wiggles, sort of lengthen through one side and then through the other. And if it feels good for you, please do it, or maybe any other moves that make you feel good. Lift through the heart, keep your left palm on the floor. Press through the fingers, spread the fingers, roll the bicep out, and now slowly begin sending your right elbow back, back, back as you rotate the chest to the right, and now reach your right arm back. And keeping both sit bones on the mat. And now lift your left palm up, lower your right palm down, and stretch through the front of the body, as if you're getting into a back bend, but you can keep the hips on the mat and reach your left arm back and stretch through the belly. And now slowly lower your left palm down, and again you twist. And now lift up, bring your right palm to the floor, lift. And exhale, lower your left palm down. Let's do one more twist. And maybe every time you do it, you will notice you're going a little deeper in your twist. Rotate your left bicep out. And now exhale, lower your right palm down. You either just stretch through the belly, or you can lower the knees down, and now push through the shin bones, and now lift the hips, stretch through the quadriceps, the front of the hips, the belly, the ribs, the armpits, the arm, and push the palm, the left palm, to the back of the room. And exhale very slowly, sinking your hips down. And now change the cross of your legs, bring the opposite shin to the front. And if your knees got a little tight, you can extend the legs and shake. You can bend and extend, do whatever feels good to loosen up. And now switch. Bring the palms to the floor. Inhale and exhale. Slowly begin folding down, little by little, rotating the pubic bone to the floor and lengthening through the sit bones to the back of the room, observing how it feels in your outer hips, your glutes, your lateral side of the thighs, your IT band. Trying to keep your neck long, shoulders away from your ears. And if you're not able to go all the way down to the forearms, to the elbows, that's fine. Just stay here and breathe wherever you are, maybe halfway through. Breathe into the back line of the body, expanding the ribs as you inhale, softening as you exhale. Allowing your lungs to fill up with air. Allowing the belly to expand as you inhale, and gently contract as you exhale. And now inhale, lift the chest up, press the right palm to the center, and now spread the fingers, roll the bicep out, and as you push into the right palm, you will send your left elbow back and begin twisting. Rotate the chest to the left, and your left knee may be lifting as you twist, direct it down to the floor and twist. Maybe this side will feel a little different, and if you feel comfortable, extend your left arm all the way back. Widen through the collarbones. You can roll both biceps out. And now push off with the right palm, bring your left palm to the floor, and lift your right arm up. You can flex the palm and push it up to the ceiling and then back. Make sure you have enough space behind you, and stretch through the front line, through the belly, your ribs, your right armpit, your whole arm. And now slowly return, bring your right palm to the floor and find your twist, roll the bicep out. And now slowly lift your right arm up, push the palm up to the ceiling and then reach it back. Stretch through the front of the belly, through your chest. And slowly return, find your twist one more time. Breathe into the twist, expand the ribs. And now slowly inhale, rising up, and prepare to lift through the hips, lower the knees down, and reach your right arm up and back. Stretch through the front and focus on feeling the connection of your whole arm with your quadricep through the front of the hip. And very slowly exhaling, lowering the hips down. And now extending your legs, relaxing your knees, and then transitioning into your tabletop. In your tabletop, bring the palms to the floor, not too wide. Spread the fingers and direct the thumbs towards one another, and the rest of the fingers to the front. And now bring the weight into the knuckles, especially the index finger knuckle. Sink both shin bones into the mat, and now roll the biceps out and gently shift forward and back. Forward and back. And maybe you'll feel the base of the palms maybe wanting to lift. Observe how you feel in your forearms as you keep rotating the forearms out and leaning to the front. And now slowly return, lower down to your hips and lift the arms and create fists, and very slowly release, creating circles. And now cross the arms, bring your right arm on top of the left, interlace the fingers, and now draw the knuckles to the chest as you widen through the elbows, and then reach the knuckles to the front. Observe how it feels in your forearms, and do a couple of times. And now slowly release and switch the cross. Bring your left arm on top, interlace the fingers. You can interlace the uncomfortable way, and now draw the knuckles in and to the front, in, down, and to the front. Connecting to the sensations and observing how far they go. Maybe you feel the sensations going up all the way to your neck or to the shoulders. And now slowly release and shake. And now transition back to your tabletop. Bring the palms to about mat width apart, and the thumbs are gazing to the front of the room. Spread the fingers, and now soften through the elbows, and now squeeze your shoulder blades, and now push the floor away from you, and draw the pubic bone towards ribs and round, spread. Find more space between the shoulder blades and tuck the chin, stretch the back of your neck. And now slowly begin untucking the tailbones and the sit bones to the back of the room. Get into a gentle arch in your lower back, middle back, upper back, and you lift gently through the chin, but don't compress the back of your neck. And now slowly tuck in the chin and roll down one vertebra by vertebra at a time, rounding your spine, tucking the tailbone gently under. And now slowly reversing the movement from the tailbone back, finding the arch in your lower back, middle back, upper back. And now you're curling the tailbone under, draw the pubic bone towards ribs, around your lower back, middle back, upper back. And you're reversing from the chin, and then you feel the squeeze in your shoulder blades, and then get the arch in your middle back, lower back. And then you can do a couple of side movements, softening through the elbows as you move to one side and then to the other, rolling from side to side and reversing the movement, observing how it feels. And now slowly transition into your child's pose. Extend the arms to the front of you. Slowly lengthen through the right arm and walk the palms all the way to the left. Stretch through the right side of the body. Breathe into the right side. Find volume as if you're filling up your ribs, your right ribs, with air like a balloon. The right side of your waist. And now slowly returning through the center. Lengthen through the left arm and walk the palms all the way to the right. And breathe into the left side. Inhale and exhale, slowly returning back to center. Keep your arms extended. Spread the fingers, roll the biceps out, and as you bend the elbows, you begin moving to the front, moving the chest between the palms. Lift the elbows and lower the hips down. And extend your arms into opposite directions. Press the palms into the mat. Spread the fingers. And as you press the palms into the mat, you lengthen through the sit bones to the back of the room. Press the feet into the mat. And you begin, your nose is hovering the floor. And as you press the palms into the mat, you roll the biceps out. And observe how you begin to feel in your shoulders, maybe your chest. And then you gently peel your nose, your face off the mat as you press the palms into the mat. Observe how it feels. We are not lifting too high. And very slowly lowering your chest and hovering your chin, your nose. Press the palms into the mat. Again, you're lifting the gaze, like moving the gaze along the floor, lifting a little bit. And as you press the palms into the mat and roll the biceps out, observe how it feels through the arm lines, maybe through the shoulders, maybe through the upper back or your neck. And exhale. Press one vertebra by vertebra at a time into the floor. One more time. Press through the palms, lengthen through the sit bones to the back of the room. And again, you are lengthening through the throat, through the chest a little bit. Focus on the length and not on the height. And spread the fingers and keep lengthening through the arms to opposite sides. And gently pressing into the floor, observing how it feels. Soften through the shoulders, keep the shoulders away from your ears. I feel lots of sensations in my arms, going all the way towards the palms, especially if I focus on lengthening. And I exhaling very slowly, lowering down. Bend the elbows. Bring the palms towards the chest, next to the chest. Spread the fingers, draw the elbows in, and now slowly begin lifting your chest, finding yourself in half plank. Slowly shift your hips back. Draw the pubic bone towards the ribs, round your lower back, middle back, upper back, tuck in the chin. Move like a wave to the front and slowly bringing your spine to neutral. One more time, you shift your hips back, keep your spine neutral, and then keep your arms engaged, rip the mat apart, engage the lower legs, and now draw the pubic bone towards ribs, round. And as you keep ripping the mat apart, observe how it feels on the outside lines of the arms, maybe your armpits, and then slowly shifting to the front, moving into your half plank. And now slowly curling the toes, lifting your knees, reach the heels back. You can walk the legs here in the plank. Spread the fingers. And now in your plank, push the floor away from you and find the space between the shoulder blades as if you're starting to round through the middle back. And then slowly return, lengthen through the neck, through the crown of the head to the front of the room, and find the squeeze as if you're falling in between your palms with the chest. And now push off and down. Push off and down. Push off and down. Off and down. Now slowly shift your hips back and up. Finding your first downward dog. You can walk the legs here. Observe how it feels. Reach the heels down one by one. And observe which part of the back line gives you the most of the sensations. Is it the calf muscle, maybe the back of the ankle, the Achilles tendon, the hamstring? Maybe it's more on the outside of the thighs, like the IT band area. Maybe your outer hips, your lower back. And you can do little side stretches here, wiggling the hips from side to side, making the moves that make you feel good. And now slowly gaze to the front and step walk, or maybe you can bend the knees, pulse for 2, and then jump to the front. Relax your arms and you can shake and just let them be heavy. Swing from side to side. Observe how it feels in the back line, in your low back, middle back. Holding onto the elbows, keeping your knees soft, and slowly begin rolling up, one vertebra by vertebra at a time, but not all the way up, like maybe halfway, and then slowly going down. Scoop the pubic bone towards ribs, roll up halfway, staying rounded, and rolling down. And now, while you're holding onto the elbows, make it an active position. Holding onto the elbows, push the elbows into opposite directions and feel this area in between the shoulder blades activating. And now slowly tucking the chin, you're rolling up halfway. Observe how it feels. Stay rounded, gently tucking through the chin, stretching through the back of your neck, and then slowly rolling down, and then rolling up halfway and down. One more time, rolling up and then going all the way up, staking your vertebrae, staking your shoulders over the hips, and now slowly you begin lifting the head and the arms, and maybe you can thread the arms back and draw your shoulders back and down and lift through the heart, and keep pulling the elbows into opposite directions, the upper arms into opposite directions. And now exhale, slowly return to neutral, extend the arms, flex the palms as if you're trying to push the palms into your ceiling, as if you're holding the ceiling, but draw your shoulders down and reach the arms to the back of the room. And try not to flare up through the ribs. Stack the ribs over the hips. And now slowly keep your palms flexed. Rotate the base of the palms to opposite sides, and then begin lowering the arms down, but keep the palms flexed and push the palms into opposite directions, and keep lengthening through the fingers. And maybe if you do a little squeeze to the back of the room, you will feel some sensations in your arms, going all the way down, and gently shake. Observe maybe a little warmth going down your arms. When you're ready, inhale, lift the arms up, stretch through the front of the body, and exhaling slowly, folding down, pausing for a moment halfway, and if you need to, softening through the knees. And as you lengthen through the left arm to the front and roll the left bicep out, reach your right arm through the side and all the way back. And now we want to keep really reaching through the right palm and through the crown to the front, as if somebody's pulling the crown to the front. And we want to get the sensations coming from the skull through the neck all the way through the arm. And maybe you can do little pulses here, little movements, but really focus on the length. The crown was moving to the front and the fingers to the back. And now you can see if you can bend the right elbow and reach through the right elbow back and feel the sensations through the triceps. And back, keep reaching the crown of the head to the front. And back, bend, reach the right elbow back and extend one more time. Bend and extend, and now move the arm through the side to the front. And now the left side, reach your right arm to the front, the crown of the head to the front, and move your left arm all the way back. And visualize somebody's pulling the arms into opposite directions, and the crown of the head is pulled to the front, and you're feeling the stretch through the right side, through the left side of the neck, through the shoulder. Maybe this is enough. Keep reaching through the fingertips back, and maybe pulsing the left arm very slowly in a controlled way. Instead of focusing on the height of the pulses, focus on the length. Keep reaching the palms back, and then bend the elbow, reach the elbow back as if the elbow is being ripped out of your arm, and you feel the sensations going through the shoulders, through the neck, lengthen through the crown of the head. And now extend and reach your left arm to the front. Stay hinged here. And now bend the knees into chair. And now slowly extend. And you're reversing into 90-degree variation. Bend the knees, lift into chair. You should feel your maybe thighs and glutes getting a little burn. Bend and chair. Extend. And chair, and in your chair do a couple of pulses here. Try to spread the weight evenly between 4 corners of the feet. And now slowly extend the legs and very slowly begin lowering down. Reaching the palms to the floor and softening through the knees. Shift your weight slightly forward to the balls of the feet. Walking your legs here. Relaxing your neck, relaxing your shoulders, letting your arms relax and be heavy. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up. And exhale, bring the palms to the floor, step your feet back into plank. And now lower down to your knees, chest and chin. This is your modification. Lower the chest down, uncurl the toes, stretch through the front of the body. Press the palms into the mat and focus on the length as you lift the chest. And exhale, shift your hips back. Find your child's pose. Now lower your forehead down and now lift the hips and reach the spine to the back of the room, to the front of the room. Reach the spine to the front of the room as you stretch through the back of the neck, the middle back. And now slowly returning back to child's pose. Gaze between the palms. Lift the hips, curl the toes, lift your hips back and up, find your downward dog. Lift your heels and slowly roll forward like a wave, moving to the front. And sinking your hips, hovering into upward dog variation. Roll the biceps out, press the whole palms into the mat. And now exhale, soften through the knees, shift your hips back and up, downward dog. Now gaze to the front, step, walk or jump to the front of the mat. Inhaling, lifting your chest halfway up. And exhaling, folding down. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms up, find a chair. Bring the palms to the heart and find the twist to the right side. Hook the elbow to the outside of the knee or maybe use the forearms. Focus on lengthening through the sit bones to the back of the room. Inhale and exhale, slowly return, find your center and twist to the left. Inhale and exhale, return to center, send your arms to the lower back, interlace the fingers, circle the shoulders up, back and away, and lengthen through the knuckles to the back of the room, lift through the heart. And now slowly begin extending your legs, lifting the sternum up and reach the knuckles back and down to the floor as you stretch through the collarbones. And now slowly begin tucking the chin and very slowly lifting through the knuckles up to the ceiling. Rolling down, one vertebra by vertebra at a time. Try not to rush, reaching through the knuckles to the ceiling and to the front as you're rolling down, little by little, into a standing forward fold. And then slowly bending the knees, and your gaze is moving from the floor to the front of the room, and you're rising up back to your chair. Reach through the knuckles to the back of the room. Inhale and exhale, rotate the chest to the right and reach the knuckles to the left. Inhale and exhale, return to center. Inhale and exhale, rotate to the left, reach the knuckles to the right. Inhale and exhale, slowly return. Release the hold on the arms, extend the arms to a chair. And now rotate the palms in and out. Rotate the upper arms. Lengthen through the fingers. Keep your spine neutral. Shoulders away from your ears. And exhaling very slowly, folding down. Inhaling, lifting your chest halfway up. Exhale, step walk, or maybe if you're ready, jump into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, stretch through the front. And exhale, shifting your hips back and up. Downward dog. Inhale, step your right foot to the front. Lower your back knee down. Press your left palm into the mat. Try not to twist in your hips. Push your right foot into the mat and just twist in your spine. Reach your right arm up. And now curl your back toes, lift the knee, and stay here in your twisted lunge. And now maybe use the block under the left palm or lift to the fingertips. Extend your right leg, soften through the knee, don't lock the knee, and bend. Extend and bend, extend and bend. Press through the ball of the right foot into the mat. And now lower your right palm down, frame your front foot, and now extend the leg, fold over the thigh, and now slowly bend. Extend and bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. And now lower the left knee down one more time, but bring the right palm to the inner side of the foot. And now rotate your left toes to the back of you, to the right side of the mat, and now reach your left arm up. So here your right shoulder is pushing into the right knee, knee into the shoulder, and you feel a nice stretch in your inner thigh, your groin. And you can add the movement of your arm, reach it to the front, and now back. You can flex the palm as if you're painting a ceiling with your palm. And now you can add the movement of your lower body to the front, to the toes, and back. Try to keep your left shin active, and it's pushing into the floor. Very slowly connecting to the sensations. And now rising back up to neutral. And now wind your bind, wrap your right arm under the right thigh, left arm to the back. Inhale and exhale, slowly release your bind. And now slowly rotate your left toes back to align with the knee, and you extend your right leg out to the side and maybe a little to the front of the knee. And from here, you are in your tabletop position. You send the hips back and you turn to the front. Keep your left shin actively pressing into the mat. Observe how it feels. And now rising up slowly, and find your balance, and we will add a movement of the arms here. So we are going to hinge through the hips as you lift the arms up and reach the hips to the back, and now slowly back and down to the front through the sides, and back and down. And now extend the arms to the front and lower the left arm down, and keep reaching your right arm to the front, and you push with your left palm to the back of the room, and then drag the floor in towards you to move to the front, back, and then to the front, back, and to the front. And I will add the arm movement as you send the hips back. You, as if you're drawing a rainbow, send the arm up and back, up and to the front, up and back, up and to the front, up and back, up and to the front. Slowly press your left palm into the mat and thread your right arm under the left armpit, lower the right shoulder down, press your left palm into the mat, find the twist. Inhale, pressing your left palm into the mat, slowly rising up. And now bring the right knee in towards the left, reversing back to your regular tabletop. Spread the fingers, roll the biceps out. Press the shin bones into the mat, ripping the mat apart as you're rolling the biceps out, activating the area between your shoulder blades. You are drawing the pubic bone towards ribs around your low back, middle back, upper back, tucking the chin. And then you are shifting back, and then bringing your spine to neutral, and then returning to the front, keeping your arms constantly activated. Draw the pubic bone towards ribs, round, gently tucking, shifting your hips back, and then returning to neutral, and then return to the front. Slowly shift your hips back, find your child's pose. Softening through the face, relaxing your jaw, your lips, your tongue. And now slowly lift the hips, curl the toes, finding your downward facing dog. And now step your left foot to the front, lower the right knee down, press the palm into the mat, keep both hip bones gazing to the front, and now slowly begin twisting. Push your left foot into the mat and reach your left arm up. Find the twist. Gazing up towards the palm of the ceiling, trying to keep your neck long, shoulders away from your ears. And now slowly curl the right toes, lift the knee. And maybe you can lift the base of the wrist or use the block under the palm, and then slowly extend the left leg. Don't lock the knee and bend. Extend and back. Keep your hips squared. Bend and extend, bend and extend. And now slowly bend, lower your left palm down to the floor, and very slowly extend the front leg, folding over the left thigh, and now slowly bend. Inhale, extend, exhale, bend. Inhale, extend, exhale, bend. Inhale, extend, exhale, bend. Inhale, extend, exhale, bend, lower your right knee down, bring your left palm to the inner side of the left foot, and rotate your right toes to the left. And now as you press the shoulder into the knee into the shoulder, focus on stretching here through the front of the right hip. Maybe you would need a little more height, so use the block or maybe stay on the fingertips. And push the shoulder into the knee into the shoulder. You can lift your right arm, flex the palm, and as if you're painting with the palm, reach it to the front, and now back. And observe how it feels, as if your arm is growing from your hip, and back. You can do a little spiral movements, explore how different movements of the arms would change the sensations. And now you can add movement of the hips. Observe how stable you feel here. Stay connected to your breath. And now slowly return, lifting up. And now rotate the bicep to the back of the room, and then bend the elbow, send your right palm back, interlace the fingers, lift. Inhale and exhale, slowly release. Bring your right foot to the back. And now slowly extend the left leg out to the side. Palms on the floor. Shifting your hips back. And observe how it feels on your inner left thigh. Keep your left foot on the mat and return. Back and return. Keep your arms active. Roll the biceps out, and as if you're trying to rip the floor apart. And observe how it feels in your middle back as you move forward and back. And now slowly rising up, and we are going to add the movement of the arms. So you're hinging and moving the arms through the sides, and now up, growing up tall through the sides and up. And you can do different movements of the arms. Observe how it feels. And now lower your right palm down and keep lengthening through the left arm. And now you shift your hips back and then to the front. Push your right palm into the mat to move the hips back, and now draw the floor in. And you add the movement of the left arm back and to the front. 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 And now thread your left arm under the right armpit, lower your left shoulder down, press the right palm into the mat, and gently direct your right shoulder to the back of the room. Use maybe the block onto the left shoulder if you wish, or maybe stay on the forearm and do the twist. As long as you feel the sensations, this is all we need. Lengthen you through the sit bones to the back of the room. Inhale and exhale, press the right palm into the mat, slowly rising up, bring your left knee in towards the right. Spread the fingers, roll the biceps out. And now activate the arms, ripping the mat apart. Activate the shin bones as if you're trying to rip the mat with your shin bones. Feel nice activation, feel stability in your whole core. And now shift your hips back. Draw the pubic bone towards ribs, round your lower back, middle back, upper back. Moving to the front, keep your shoulders away from your ears and returning to neutral. One more time, send the hips back, draw the pubic bone towards ribs, round, and move to the front, return to neutral. Send the hips back, find your child's pose. Now when you're ready, slowly rising up, curl the toes, lift the hips, find your downward dog. Observe how your upper body feels in your downward dog today. Slowly step your right foot to the front, lower your back heel down, and find your warrior two. Soften through the shoulders. And now slowly extend your right leg, reach your torso forward. Rotate your right palm up and lift your left arm down as you transition into your triangle. Gaze up to the ceiling. You can soften through the right knee. Focus on stretching through the front of the left hip. And then when you're ready, slowly bend the knee. Extend your right arm to the front and left arm back. Rising up back to warrior two. And now as you extend your right knee, rotate the right palm up and now stretch through the front of the body as if you're doing a reversed warrior, like a reverse triangle with right leg extended. And now bend the knee. return to your warrior two, shift your shoulders forward, extend your front leg, and transition into your triangle, gaze up. Now slowly lift your right arm, reach it to the front, bend the front knee, and rise up into your warrior two. Flip your front palm up, reverse the warrior, and then extend the leg, reversing your triangle. And now slowly bend the knee, return to warrior two. Bring your right palm to the floor, to the inner side of the foot. Reach your left palm to the front, extended side angle stretch. And now bring your left palm to the floor. From here, lift your right foot and try to compress the heel to the glute as much as you can. And now step your right foot back, chaturanga. Knees, chest, chin. If you need to modify, stretch through the front of the body. Exhale, shift your hips back and up, downward dog. Inhale, step your left foot to the front, lower your back, heel down. Find your warrior two, gaze to the front. Now slowly lean forward and extend in your front leg. Lower your left palm down, reach your right arm up, finding your triangle. Inhale and exhale, send the gaze to the floor, lift your left arm up, reach it to the front of you and right arm back, bend the left knee, and now power up to lift just the torso without extending your leg. Flip your left palm up, reverse the warrior, and now extend the leg, reversing your triangle, and now slowly bend the knee, and now rising up into your warrior two. Lean forward and now lower the arm down and then extend the leg. Reach your right arm up. Exhale, lower the gaze down and reach your right arm back, left arm to the front as you bend the knee. Lift the torso. Flip your palm up, reverse the warrior. And now extend the left leg, reversing your triangle. And now bend the knee, rise back up, regular warrior two. Leaning forward, and now extending your left leg, reach your right arm down, up. Exhale, gaze to the floor. Slowly bending the knee, extending your arms, powering up, warrior two. Flip your front palm up, reverse the warrior. Extend the leg. And now rising up. Warrior two. Bring your left palm to the floor, finding your extended side angle stretch. Exhale, bring your right palm down, lift your right heel up. And now power up, push the floor away from you. And now lift the heel, contract the thigh to the ribs. Step your left foot back, chaturanga on your knees, chest and chin, uncurl the toes, upward dog. And exhale, shift your hips back and up, downward dog. Lift your heels and slowly roll your lower back, middle back, and upper back to the front. Stay rounded in your plank, and then slowly, without sinking into upward dog, just go into a regular plank. Push the floor away from you and squeeze the shoulder blades. Protract, retract a couple of times. Connect to your core. And slowly shifting your hips back into downward dog. Lower the knees down, finding your child's pose and keep your toes curled. And when you're ready, slowly move your chest forward to the belly. Extend the legs. And now extend your arms at a 45-degree angle, like maybe towards the corners of your mat. Spread the fingers and lengthen through the arms. Draw the pubic bone towards the ribs and lengthen through the toes. Your nose is hovering. And as you press the palms into the mat, roll the biceps out and in, out, in, out, and in. And now roll the biceps out, press the palms into the mat, and lengthen through the fingers. Slowly begin lifting through the nose and lengthen through the nose to the front of the room. Observe how it feels. Keep rolling the biceps out. And exhale, lower, out. And exhale, lower, one rib at a time, one vertebra at a time. And now extend the arms to the sides to the 90-degree angle. Lengthen through the fingers, press the palms into the mat and roll the biceps out. Draw the pubic bone gently to the ribs, lengthen through the sit bones, lengthen through the toes. And now you're slowly lifting your nose, your chin, you're rolling the biceps out and observing how it feels. And exhale, lower. Couple of times. And maybe this time you feel a little that it's a little easy, and then at the beginning of the class, keep lengthening. Rolling the biceps out. Focus on the length. And exhale, bend the elbows, bring the palms under the forehead and relax. And now slowly extend your left arm to the front and roll towards the back body, towards the back. Keep your knees bent and extend your arms to opposite sides. Press the palms into the mat, sink the feet into the mat. Lengthen through the fingers, keep lengthening into opposite directions and gently press the palms into the mat. As you sink the feet into the mat, begin lifting, directing the knees to the front, your hips are lifting and you're sinking your shoulder blades into the mat, but palms are pressing into the mat and lengthening, and observe how it feels. And slowly lowering down, one vertebra by vertebra at a time. Slowly lifting up and lowering down. One more time, press the feet into the mat, lifting, keep lengthening through the arms. Observing how it feels and exhaling, lowering down. Now slowly roll to the left side. And now extend the arm to the front and flex the palm. And now lift the right arm up. And now as you reach it back, you're rotating the sternum up to the ceiling and you're reaching your right arm all the way back. But when you do the twist, your top thigh is moving to the front, so counter movement. And you're reversing. It's not a big movement of the thigh. Reaching your right arm up, push the palm up to the ceiling and focus on length. Length all the way back. And now, as you reach, you push the right palm to the right, rotate the gaze to the left and focus on finding maybe a gentle stretch through the neck. And then slowly returning. Last time up and back. And now you stop flexing the palm, rotate the palm towards you, and you lead with the fingers. So you focus on the sensations at the top of the palm. Up and twist. And now rotate the palm and reverse. And now slowly return. Rotate your shoulder blade, your hip, and your knees. Spread the palms to opposite sides. Extend the arms. sink the feet into the mat, and you're directing the knees to the front, and the hips are peeling off the mat. And observe if there are any differences between the left and right lines of the arms. Slowly begin pressing your vertebrae one by one into the mat. And now slowly lifting a couple of times. Lengthening through the arms into opposite directions. One more time. And now slowly roll to the opposite side. So to your right side. Knees are bent, and you flex the left palm, push the palm to the front, and now you start pushing it to the front and then up to the ceiling while your right shoulder stays on the mat, maybe the palm under the head or to the front. And focus on really pushing the palm away, away, away. And as you twist, you gently glide your top side to the front and observe how it feels. And then up and return. And observe if there are any differences between the left and right sides. Observe how deep you can twist on this side compared to the opposite. Breathe. And now you reverse. Direct the fingers to the front. And then flex. And return. One more time. And now slowly begin pressing your shoulder blades and then your left shoulder into the mat, lowering your left ribs down, left hip, and then lifting one knee at a time. Extend the arms, palms facing up. Sink your feet into the mat and direct the knees to the front as you lift your hips and pressing the arms into the mat. Observe how it feels. And exhale down, little by little. And now rotate the palms to press them into the mat and lengthen through the arms to opposite directions. And now again lifting. And observing if there are any differences. Maybe it's a little lighter, more comfortable. Inhale and exhale, bend the elbows. You can extend the arms to the back of you, observing how you feel here. And now slowly crossing your arms, hugging your, bringing the palms to the opposite shoulders, giving yourself a big, big, big hug. Giving a hug to your inner child, remembering that it needs attention, and very often we are abandoning it, ignoring it. Trying to ignore its needs. Giving yourself a promise that you will give your inner child some more attention than you normally do. Giving yourself more care, more time. Organizing your time and routines to take care of you, for you, not for others, not because things have to be done or expected to be done, just because you want something for yourself. And that's okay, to take care of yourself. You deserve to be taken care of. And you're the number one person who can take care of you and should take care of you. And slowly release your hug, extend the arms, extend the legs. Soften through the shoulders. Observe how your Shavasana feels, how you feel in your upper body, in your shoulders, in your arms. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you wish. And if you're ready to finish the practice with me, slowly begin waking up your toes, your fingers, bending your knees and rolling to the right side. And slowly rising up to seated. Keeping your eyes closed, staying connected to your practice, and take a moment to observe how it feels to be in this position, for your upper body, for your shoulders, the position of the head. Bring the palms to the heart and take a moment to be grateful for everything you were able to accomplish today, for all the tension you were able to release, for all the healing that has happened today. Thank you guys for joining me for this practice. I hope you feel less tension in your upper body. Your arm lines are more elongated, relaxed. You can do a little test, the movement of your arms through the front and to the sides like we did at the beginning, and see how it feels. Maybe you feel a little bit more comfortable in this move. Until we practice again, namaste.